too early.
I'll try not.
Don't be a doggist.
177's out for their last heat. And the front row of the grid in this 177 senior category, Jack Goodyear with Chris Abram. Oliver Moss and Alfie Williams share row 2. Row 3 is Archie Elliott and Tyler Fossey. Ben Hitch and George Walker in row 4. We've got Steve Thompson and Josh Howard out on row 5. Will Murdoch and Dennis Trisiak are on row 6. Jake Davis and Zach Bolton on row 7. Lincoln Bailey Arneson and Alex Thomas are out on row 8. Carl Bryant and Scott Clee are on row 9. Josh Bickford and Steve Gilly share row 10. And we've got Lawrence Hilton, Alfie Anderson, Callum Porter and Lewis Crocker, Nathan Wells and Jamie Zyra, Andy Collinson and Harrison Crook, and then James O'Keefe rounding off 29 Kart field. So we've got the likes of Andy Collinson, Harrison Crook, Jamie Zyra, Callum Porter. They're all starting at the back of this grid. In the middle, Zach Bolton, Jake Davis, Will Murdoch, Dennis Tresiak. And then at the front, Goodyear and Abraham. They'll want to get off and away and get on with it before any of those quick runners at the back of this grid can come through. So pace being slowed right down on the back straight towards the boot. Let's see if we can get things underway pretty much straight away. There's the number 144. That's Oliver Moss. It's the orange and black cart of Jack Goodyear. That is the pole sitter. And a very, very slow pace being held. Drivers just nipping that fuel pipe to restrict the fuel flow so that they don't oil up. They've got a good pace coming across the line. I think we'll like that.
On their way.
And we'll get things underway. It's the orange and black cart of Jack Goodyear that gets off and into Crook first. He
a bit of running over the back of there. Did you see that? Just kind of
no, I didn't see
lifted
that.
Up in the second part of Crook, but they're away. And it's clean through Christmas, actually.
Yeah. Where did that happen, Nick?
There's his cart side, and then there.
Oh, yes.
Did you not see
it gets very, very busy.
It's very tight in there. You're going very fast.
Yeah, very fast. But they've sorted themselves out by the time they get through Parker, and now through Chapman. We've got a change of lead. Wide. I think that's Alfie Williams who's come through from the second row. Alfie Williams, the 54 of Archie Elliott, it is indeed. So Archie Elliott from row 3 will lead across the line at lap 1, and that was a hell of a start from him on this first lap. Elliott leading then. Jack Goodyear in second. Ben Hitch, Will Murdoch, Alfie Williams, Steve Thompson,
Nathan Wells. Is that another chain off? And just rolling
is
nothing.
Yeah, that's a chain off. That's that chicane again, isn't it?
And there's look at that chain shot. Thank you, Ash.
Oh, thanks, Ash. There it is. Where is that? That's not on the racing line, there. Is it? That's not on track, I mean.
It might be.
Is that on track, Ash?
It would have fallen off. No, it's off the track.
It's off the track. Thank you, mate.
So if anyone wants a chain, there's one available.
I wouldn't have that, mate.
Really?
Yeah. Out of the chicane then, and across the line. Elliott leading by 6/10 now. Ben Hitch, first of the Masters. Ben Hitch in second. Will Murdoch third. Alfie Williams, Steve Thompson, Jack Goodyear down to 6th. Oliver Moss, Zach Bolton 8th. Josh Howard. Jake Davis is the driver that's rounding off the top 10. Still very busy in the midfield though, Nick.
Yeah. It's very, very close. If you look on the time, you can see that from 2 seconds to 3.5 seconds, we've got someone right off the bottom of Ashby, completely missed the breaking point. Looks like from this distance to 14. Is there a 14? There isn't. It could be 144 actually. He's lost his job. We'll find out.
Oliver Moss.
Maybe that's my potentially could be, maybe possibly.
All right, okay. Well, he was in 7th. He was in 7th, so we'll keep an eye out for Oliver, who started this race in 3rd. Crossing the line. Yeah, I think it was Oliver Moss. Oh, he's come through in 9th, so maybe not.
No, it's Josh Howard.
Yeah, it's just 34. Howard. Yeah, 34.
It's definitely 4.
Your eyes are getting better, aren't they? They're actually getting better. I'm not sure. Right, then 54 is Archie Elliott, and that's a great run out of Parker into Chapman. That's a battle for 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a battle for 5th. This is the lead battle though. 1, 2 and 3 there. Elliott, Hitch, Murdoch. Will Murdoch here with Louis Larger's team, LRG, for the first time in the NKC. And having a good run so far on this one. He'll want to start challenging. And that's Zach Bolton losing out 2 spots to Jake Davis and Joshua Pickford. And that was a very, very textbook looking overtake. Jake Davis leading the charge past Zach. Zach coming back at them though. Zach's the driver with the white overalls. Kart 42 is Steve Thompson.
Just over halfway on the clock, though, of course, they've got the extra lap, which makes it slightly different. Down the pack here with the 42, Steve Thompson leading a gaggle of karts as they come up the crest. There's your leaders. Elliott from Murdoch from Hitch. And then turning in the bright blue 42 of Steve Thompson. These 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 followers they come in towards Ashby.
Davis just moving ahead of the number 16 of Jack Goodyear there, and that's a position of change for position in 6th place there. Just making ground all the time. 3.5 minutes just gone by. So that's how much time we have left. Will Murdoch now up into 2nd at the head of Ben Hitch. And chasing after the leader. Let's see if we can pick up the leader going towards Christmas.
At the top of the hill.
They're already on the hill down to Ashby.
There you go, Frank, 1, 2 and 3. Thanks, mate.
That's the ones we want. Thank you, Frank. Because Will Murdoch has come alive. He got by Ben Hitch. And now he's right on the bumper of Archie Elliott. Here they come onto the back straight then. It's the blue helmet of Archie Elliott, the bright orange helmet, and the red and white cart of Will Murdoch in 2nd. Into the boot, out of the boot and across the curbs of the chicane. 2.5 minutes remaining, and now Ben Hitch comes back at them. So it was for a second there a 2-kart race, and now we've got Ben Hitch coming back into play and looking like he might even challenge.
Suddenly 3 of them battling for this final Rotax 177 heat of the Whilton Mill round 4 of NKC. And it was Murdoch. And they are now running together. They're going to go through those double left-handers of Parker and Chapman. Though Chapman, of course, is a more than 90-degree corner. You come back in yourself a bit, then you can flip back to the right before you go down the straight into the boot.
I'm not sure why Ben Hitch fell behind Will Murdoch. I'm not sure whether what happened there, because it happened out of our sight. But these 3 are now circulating absolutely nose to tail, bumper to bumper. And with just on 90 seconds remaining, it's going to start getting a little bit intense, isn't it? Because they can see a heat win. I mean, they're scoring a good haul of points here in 1st, 2nd and 3rd. But will want to have a go. Race winner in the Super 1 Series is Will. So no slouch here in the 177 class. Archie Elliott likewise. Ben Hitch, one of the quickest drivers out there in the Masters class, as well as the 177s overall. So we've got 3 very, very quick drivers here. And we're inside the final minute, Nick.
Very much Hitch now looking for a way past Murdoch, but he's got a couple of laps to do. He's been looking for a while. They drift out and now through the first couple of corners and up towards Christmas. They spread out a little bit, and so the best chance for Hitch to get past Murdoch kind of disappears in by there, because he hasn't quite got the punch out of the corner from Crook, and that's kind of meant he's now compromised. And interestingly, in some ways it's more like it might be a change for 3rd than a change for 2nd.
Well, 2 or 3 laps ago, Murdoch looked like he had momentum that brought him right onto the bumper of Archie Elliott, and he looked like if he could, just continue that momentum and get by him. However, it's gone a little bit still at the front now, and with 13
lap,
seconds,
I think this time it's going to be very close one way or t'other on last lap or not. 7 to go. 6 to go. Like final lap. Yeah, they got the last lap board.
That slap board just comes out there for these three wide into oblivion.
And that wasn't the
And
right
that
line.
was Ben
Someone
Hitch.
took the wrong line.
Yeah, Ben Hitch. I'm not really sure what happened there because for some reason, let's see if we can make head and tail of this. No, it's all. Yeah, it
already happened there.
I think it was momentum coming out the chicane, maybe that enabled Ben Hitch to get alongside Will Murdoch going into the first sequence of Ben's here. They're on the final lap now, though.
They're coming
whether,
down.
Whether Murdoch can get back on terms with him, I doubt it very much. They've got about 2 or 3 corners now, and one of those is the chicane, so it's single file.
I think Murdoch may have made a mistake, to be honest.
Yeah, might have. Yeah,
he seemed the wrong part of the track.
Checkered flag flies then, and Archie Elliott takes the win. Ben Hitch will finish second, Will Murdoch third, and then the rest of the field pull through. And look who it is, Harrison Crook from 28th to 4th, Nick.
Fantastic
and he
performance.
brought Jamie Zyra with him. Jamie.
Well, those two are going to be near the front of the grid, aren't they, for the A final?
Yeah, absolutely. Alfie Williams 6th, Joshua Pickford 7th, Jake Davis 8th, Steve Thompson 9th, and then finishing off and rounding off the top 10 is Jack Goodyear. Just outside that top 10, Scott Clee and Zach Bolton, George Walker, Lincoln Bailey Arneson, Callum Porter, Steve Gilly, Andy Collinson finishing in 17th, Carl Bryant 18th. The rest of the finishers there on the timing board. We've got the last of our heats now, Nick, and it's TKM for the third and final heat of the weekend. From this heat, we will go into a